Let's look into examples. All right. Check graphically whether the pair of linear equation x plus 3y is equal to 6 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 12 is consistent. If so, solve them graphically. Let the equation be x plus 3y is equal to 6, 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. So let's see how we can do this. Very simple. We'll draw the graph, right? So to draw the graph, what should I do? I should find x and y. So try it out. What will be x and y? Try with 0, right? If you try with 0, what happens? Y will become 2, right? If you try with y being 0, x will become 6. So we got the 2 points. If we get the 2 points, we can get the line. Similarly, for 2x minus 3y, you can put different values and check. If you put x is equal to 0, what would happen? X is equal to 0. What is y? Y is minus 4, right? If you put y is equal to 0, what is x? X is 6. So we can clearly see 6, 0 is a solution. It is common, right? So in both 6, 0 is there, so it is a solution. You can directly draw the graph. Okay, no problem. I'll just draw a rough graph for all of you to understand. So here we have 0, 2, right? 0, 2 is here. And we have 6, let's say 6, 0 is somewhere here. Okay. 6, 0 is there for both the points, right? Now we have minus 4, so I'll just extend it a bit more. We have minus, let's say this is minus 4. No, this is 0, minus 4. Not minus 4, 0, 0, minus 4, right? This is the point. So these values we know. Now we can just join, right? Join and extend. That's it. That's as simple as that. Look where the points are and just join and extend. Okay. So you have to extend it because it is a line, not a line segment. So x plus 3y is equal to 6 and we have 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. So you have to draw this on a graph, but I'm just trying to represent it so you guys understand. Okay. Let's see the next one. Graphically, whether the following pair of linear has no solution or infinitely many solution. So we have to find this by the graph, but without looking at the graph also we can clearly say, right? So how do we know without looking at the graph? So they're asking for no solution and infinitely many solution. So all we need to look is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 or not, right? Why, you might be thinking, why not c1 by c2? I'll give you the idea here. No solution happens when parallel, right? When the lines are parallel, what happens? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Now we have many solution. What happens? Many means it is overlapping. The lines are overlapping. So we have a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2. It's equal to c1 by c2. So what's common in both? So here we go. We need to check this first, right? So it's or. Which one is it? That is the question, right? So all we need to check is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 or not. If a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, there is a unique solution, correct? So I just thought of discussing this concept before doing the graph. So yes, this is how we need to do it, okay? So let's see what is the graph, okay? Okay, so we have 5x minus 8y. So let's draw the graph. How do we draw the graph? We'll draw the table. So put x is equal to 0. What is y? Like that. Okay. So if I put x is equal to 0, it will become 0.125. If I put x is equal to minus 1, it will be minus 0.5. You can try it out. Divide and check. Right. Then we have the solution to this step by step is always there. Please look into the notes section. Okay. So we have 3x minus 24y by 5 and 3 by 5 there. Right. So that also we know. Easily we can find second equation. So if x and y, if x is equal to 0, it will become 0.125. If y is equal to, let's say x is equal to minus 1, it will be the same. It will be minus 0.5, right? So it is the same points. It is the exact same points. So what do we understand from here? If it is exactly the same points, the line will be same, right? So the line will be the line that is passing through like this. The line will be like this. Okay, both the lines will be overlapping, correct? So these were the points. We have 0, 0, 0.125 somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here, this point. So similarly, we have this point as well, minus 1, 0.5, like that you can find out. Okay, so it'll be somewhere here. The point will be somewhere here, minus 1, 0.125, like that. Okay, so that's how you do it. It's very simple. So you'll get a figure like this. Both the lines are overlapping and you can clearly say. So here both the lines are overlapping means infinitely many solutions, right? Okay. So all you had to do was check whether C1 by C2 is equal or not. If C1 by C2 was equal to A1 by A2, B1 by B2, that means what? That means it is, if it is equal, it is parallel. There is no solution. So if C1 by C2 part is not equal, that means it is parallel, no solution. If C1 by C2 part was equal, that means it is coincident lines, this one. So here, if you think about it, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. If you want, I'll just show it to you. What is A1? A1 is 5. What is A2? A2 is 3, 5 by 3, right? Now what is the next one? We have minus 8 by minus 24 by 5, right? Then we have C1 by C2. What is C1 by C2? C1 is 1 and C2 is 3 by 5. Let's rearrange them, okay? We have 5 by 3 here. Here what happens? This will cancel. Minus will cancel with this minus. This will become 3. 3 is a 24. 1 by 3 by 5 is what? 5 by 3. 1 by 3 by 5 is what? 5 by 3. So it is clearly evident that it is going to be coincident lines. That's the idea, okay? All right, but in this question, they only asked to do it graphically, so you can do it graphically. So you understood how much time we are saving using ratios. We're able to find whether there is infinitely many solutions or no solution just by looking into the ratios. Okay, so it's a coincident line, infinitely many solution. Chamba went to a sale to purchase some pants and skirts with her friends, asked her how many each she had bought. She answered the number of skirts is 2 less than twice the number of pants she purchased. Also, the number of skirts is 4 less than 4 times the number of pants purchased. Help her friends to find how many pants and skirts Chamba bought. So how do we do this? Let's say the number of pants. We'll first write the number of pants Chamba purchased. So let's say number of pants she purchased was X. Okay. So number of pants Chamba purchased is X. Now number of skirts she purchased, let's say the number is Y. Okay. Number of skirts is 2 less than twice the number of pants, right? Number of skirt is 2 less than. 2 less than means minus 2. 2 less than what? 2 less than the 2 times the number of pants. So 2 less than 2x minus 2. 2 less than 2 times the number of pants. Number of pants is x. So we have 2x minus y is equal to 2. I just rearranged variables to one side, number to the other. So we have 2x minus y is equal to 2. Right? The same way the next statement was the number of skirts. So what is the number of skirts? That is y again is equal to 4 less than, so minus 4. 4 times what? The number of pants purchased, right? So we have 4x minus 4 and that is equal to y, correct? So we'll rearrange it. 4x minus y is equal to 4. So these are the two equations, right? Now what we're going to do, we'll try to find it. How do we find it? Very simple. I'll use elimination because elimination is the easiest. So because we have already here 2 is equal to 2x minus y and we have 4 is equal to 4x minus y, right? So if I subtract, what would happen? If you subtract, the sign will change and this y part will go, right? So minus 4x and 2x will become minus 2x. Now 2 minus 4. What is 2 minus 4? Minus 2. So your answer will be x is equal to 1. If x is 1, that means how many pants, x is what? Pants, yeah. So how many pants does Chamba buy? 1. What is y? So let's substitute and find what is y. Y is equal to 2x minus 2, right? So 2 into x is 1, so 2 minus 2 is 0. So she bought how many pants? X number of pants. So number of pants is 1 pant and 0 skirts, right? So 1 pants and 0 skirts will be the answer. So if we need to draw this graphically, we can draw this graphically also by substituting different values to 0 and x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. We can draw the graph. But here the solution to this will be number of pants is 1, number of skirts is 0. Solve the following pair of equation by substitution method, right? So this also substitution, very simple it is. Okay, let's try to do it. So here we have x plus 2y is equal to 3. So we can rewrite this as x is equal to 3 minus 2y. So we'll substitute it in the second one. So 7x. So instead of x, I'll write 3 minus 2y minus 15y is equal to 2. This is what we get. So it will become 21 minus 29y is equal to 2. And we have minus 29y is equal to 21 will go to the other side, will become minus 23. 21 will go to the other side, so it will become minus 19, right? Okay, so 21, because it is 2 minus 21, which is minus 19. So what is y? Y is equal to 19 by 29. So what is your y answer? Y answer is 19 by 29. So once you get y, you can find x, right? So what will be x? Substituted back. So when we substituted back, x plus 2 into 19 by 29 is equal to 3. Multiply throughout by 29, you'll get 29x plus 2 into 29 is 9 to the 18 plus 1, 2 ones are 2 plus 1, 38, right? So 38 is equal to 29 into 3 will become 9 3s are 27. Then we have 9, right? So this will become x is equal to 97 minus 38 by 29. So what is your final answer? Your final answer will be 49 by 29. So these are your x and y. Your x is 49 by 29, y is 19 by 29. Aftab tells his daughter 7 years ago, I was 7 as old as you were then. Let Aftab's age be x, okay? And daughter's age be y. So in that case, 7 years ago, I was. 7 years ago, who was? Aftab was. So Aftab's age 7 years ago will be x minus 7, right? So I was, so was is equal to or will be is always equal to, okay? I was 7 times as old as you were then. 7 times as old as she was, right? Okay, so this is what happens. So we have x minus 7 is equal to 7, y minus 49, right? So we have x minus 7, right? So it will become x minus 7y is equal to minus 7 will go to the other side, will become minus 42. Minus 49 plus 7 will become minus 42. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 42 is the first equation. What is the next equation? Also 3 years from now. So x plus 3. Aftab's age will be x plus 3. So, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be then. 3 times who? 3 times y plus 3, right? So what happens? 3 times the daughter's age. Daughter's age will be y plus 3. So 3 times y plus 3. So we have x plus 3 is equal to 3y plus 9, right? So we have x minus 3y is equal to 9 minus 3. What is 9 minus 3? It will become 6. So we have two equations, right? How do we solve the equation? You can solve it by elimination method because that will be the easiest. So we have x minus 7y is equal to minus 42 and we have x minus 3y is equal to 6. So we'll subtract them, right? So this will become minus, this will become plus, this will become minus. So we have minus 42 plus 6. How much is 42 plus 6? Minus 48, right? And we have 7 minus 7 plus 3, right? So it will become minus 4y. So what is y? Y is equal to 48 by 4. Minus 48 by minus 4. So your answer will become 12. So y is 12. That is daughter's age was 12. What is father's age? So we also know x minus 3y is equal to 6, right? So x is equal to 6 plus 3y. So it is 6 plus 3 into 12, 36 plus 6. So what is 36 plus 6? It will become 42. So it is 42. Father's age or Aftab's age was 42 and daughter's age is 12. Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind for ₹18. Find the cost of pencil and eraser in each case. So this is also very easy. Let's try to do it. So we have cost of the pencil we do not know. Let's say the cost of the pencil is x and cost of the eraser is y. So we got two equations, right? So it will become 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Second equation for Sonali will be 4x plus 6y is equal to 18, right? So if you observe what would happen here, if I multiply with 2, it is the same equation. Think about it. Look at this carefully. If I'm multiplying the first equation with 2, I'm getting the second equation, correct? So there is a problem here. What is the problem? Both the equations are same. If both the equations are same, are we able to find the unknown variable? No, we cannot obtain a unique solution, right? Because it is the same solution. Huh? So we cannot obtain a unique solution. A unique solution as in we cannot find the x and y, right? So that means what? This equation, these two equations will give infinitely many solutions. So the answer will be we'll get finitely many solution. That is the problem here, right? Because the many solution, we'll get infinitely many solution, because the first equation is the basic equation and you're getting a multiple as the second equation, right? Multiply by 2, you're getting the second equation. So we cannot obtain a unique solution. Okay, so that's why there will be infinitely many solution. That is the answer. Now two rails are represented by the equation x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0, 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Will the rails cross each other? Cross each other means what? It should intersect. There should be a unique solution, right? So how do I check whether in these two equations, 2x plus 4y and x plus 2y is equal to 4, right? How do I find out whether they intersect? So you can do that by coefficient, right? So in the first one, in the first case, what is a1? a1 here is 4. What is b1? b1 is 2. What is c1? c1 is minus 4. 4 should go to the left hand side, so it will become minus 4. Okay, so now what is a2? a2 is 2. What is b2? b2 is 4. What is c2? c2 is minus 12, right? So let's see, what is a1 by a2? a1 by a2 is 1 by 2. What is b1 by b2? Let's see, b1 is 2 and b2 is 4, right? So your final answer will be 1 by 2. Okay, what is c1 by c2? It will be 4 by or minus 4 by minus 12. Your answer will become, it cancels with 2, it will become 2 by 6, again cancels, right? We have 3, or 4 cancels with 12, it will be 3, right? So 1 by 3. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So what do we observe? We can observe a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So what happens to the line? The lines are parallel lines. So there is no solution, right? There is no solution because the lines are parallel. That is what you need to state. Okay, do not have a solution and will not cross each other. They will not cross each other. For them to cross each other, what should have happened? For them to cross each other, a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. This is when they cross each other, you'll get a unique solution. Here there is no solution, they would not cross each other, the lines are parallel. The next question, the ratio of incomes of two persons is 9:7 and the ratio of the expenditure is 4:3. What do we find? If each of them manages to save rupees 2000 per month, find their monthly incomes, right? So the first, let's try to understand the ratio of income of two persons is, we can write it as 9x and 7x, right? So first person's income is 9x, okay, and second person's income is 7x. All right, so we're talking about the income because it was a ratio, right? So now we have expenditure. What is the expenditure? Expenditure, the first person's expenditure is 4y, second person's expenditure is 3y, right? Now each of them manages to save 2000 per month. So how do we save it? Income minus expenditure will be my savings, right? So in that logic, 9x minus 4y is equal to 2000 and we have 7x minus 3y is equal to 2000. So this is the two equations. Now using these two equations, we need to solve by elimination. That is easier, right? So if I'm eliminating, what should I do? I'll multiply the first equation with 3 and I'll multiply the first equation with 3 and the second equation with 4. So what do we get? Let's see. So we have 9 here. That is 9x minus 4y is equal to 2000. Multiply with 3, it'll become 27x minus 12y is equal to 6000. Okay. Second equation, I'm multiplying with 4. I'll get 7 4s are 28x and we have minus 12y is equal to 8000. Okay, so we're going to subtract them. Why? Because it is the same sign. So when I subtract, it will become plus here, minus here, and it will become minus here. So 27 minus 28, how much is that? Minus x, right? Equal to, this will cancel out. We have 6000 minus 8000, that is how much? Minus 2000. So x is how much? X is 2000, right? Now we can find y, right? Substitute it back and find the y value. So what will be y? So we have 9x minus 4y is equal to 2000. So x is what? X is 2000, right? So 9 into 2000 is 18,000. Minus 4y is equal to 2000. Take the 2000 to this side, 4y to the other side. So y is equal to what? 18 minus 2000 is 6000, right? 6000 and we have a minus 4y, right? it'll become plus 4y and 4 will come down. 6,000 divided by, okay, it won't be 6,000, it is 16,000, right? 16,000 divided by 4, it will become 4,000. So y is 4,000. So x is 2,000, y is 4,000, right? So we can find their monthly income. So what is the monthly income? The first person's monthly income is 9 into 2,000, which will become 18,000, right? The second person's monthly income is 7 into 2,000, which will be 14,000. So these will be the answers, okay? Use elimination method to find all possible solution of the pair of linear equation. Very simple. Let's try to do this. Here we have 2x plus 3y is equal to 8. 4x plus 6y is equal to 7, right? So here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. We can clearly observe, is it? Yes, it is, right? It is. If you look carefully, you can understand a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. So what about c1 by c2? It is not, right? It is 8 by 7. It is not perfect. So what do we understand here? This is 8 by 7. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So it is actually parallel lines, right? It will be parallel lines, not infinitely many solutions. It will be a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2. Parallel lines, no solution. When is it infinitely many solution? When all of them are equal, right? Okay. So from this itself, we already know. Can we find? No, we cannot find. What is the reason? Because if in the second equation, the first equation I multiply with 2, it will become 4x plus 6y is equal to 16. So if I'm trying to subtract, what would happen? Both the variables will eliminate. So what do we say? Both variables eliminate. Yes, both variables eliminate. So what can we say? No solution, right? There will be no solution. Are we able to find a solution? No solution can be found, correct? So we can say this is not true, right? If I'm subtracting, this will become what? 16 minus 7, which is what? Which is 9. 0 is equal to 9. That is wrong, right? So not true, right? Not true. Both variables eliminate. 0 is equal to 9 is also not true. The equation has no solution. So I have to say that. The equation has no solution. Okay, that is the answer. Let's see the next question. The sum of two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing the digit is 66. If the digit of the number differ by 2, find the number. How many such numbers are there? Okay, so we know x and y. That's how we write the numbers, right? So we have x and y. So what is x? We do not know. That is the first digit. Second digit is y. So the original number is 10x plus y. The reverse number is 10y plus x, right? So let's try to do it. The sum of the two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing is what? 66. So 10x plus y plus 10y plus x is equal to 66. So that means what? 11x plus 11y is equal to 66. So I can take the 11 common and I'll take it to the other side. 66 by 11 will become 6. X plus y is equal to 6. How many such numbers are there? So how many such numbers are there? Very simple. How can we find it out? We need one more relation. X, if the digits of the number differ by 2. So x minus 2, let's say x is the bigger number, or x minus y is equal to 2, right? Let's say x is the bigger number and y is the smaller number. X minus y is equal to 2, right? So what will be the answer? What is x and y? When we add them, it will become 2x is equal to 8. X is equal to 8 by 2, which is 4. If x is 4, what is y? 4 plus y is equal to 6. So y is equal to 6 minus 4. Your answer will become 2. So what is the answer? What is x? X is 4. Y is 2. So 42 is the number. 42 is the number. The reverse number will be 24. Right? Reverse number is 24. The original number is 42. Those are the numbers. Let's look into some important questions. The question is, Aguila went to a fair in a village. She wants to enjoy the rides on a giant wheel and play hoopla, a game in which you throw a ring on the items kept in a stall, and if the ring covers any object completely, you get it. It's a fun game. We have all seen that in festivals, right? The number of times she played hoopla is half the number of rides she had on the giant wheel. If each ride costs rupees 3 and a game of hoopla costs rupees 4, how would you find out the number of rides she had and how many times she played hoopla if she spent 20 rupees? So here, if you look carefully, we can clearly understand she spent 20 rupees, right? So And if each ride costs rupees 3, we do not know how many times she took the ride. Let's say that is X. Number of times she took the ride is X. So the cost of using the ride will be 3X. Okay. Plus Hoopla game costs 4 rupees. Let's say the cost of using it one time, or the cost of Hoopla is Y. Okay. So 4Y, that is equal to what? Total is 20. So 3X plus 4Y is equal to 20. This is the first equation that we have, right? The number of times she played Hoopla is half the number of times, or the number of times she rode, right? Use the rides. So what happens? Very simple. We have another equation. The second equation will be X is equal to 2Y, right? The number of times she played Hoopla. Hoopla is what? Y, right? Y is equal to X by 2. Y is equal to X by 2. It is half. So X is equal to 2Y. So X minus 2Y, or 2Y minus X, is equal to 0. So this is the second equation. You can solve this equation and get the answer for X and Y. Or you can also do it graphically. Okay. Like represent the situation algebraically and graphically. So we have 2Y minus X is equal to 0 and 3X plus 4Y. So we have 3X plus 4Y is equal to 20, and we have Y minus 2Y minus X is equal to 0. So we have to rearrange it and write minus X plus 2Y equal to 0. Okay. Now what we are going to do, I'm going to multiply the second equation with 3. I'll get minus 3X plus 6Y is equal to 0. Now I'll add with the first equation. What is the first equation? 3X plus 4Y is equal to 20, right? So when we add them, minus 3X and 3X will cancel. It will become 10Y is equal to 20. So Y is what? Y is equal to 2. So we got Y is equal to 2, right? So 2 comma 1 will be the solution. I'll show you what. 2 into 2 minus X is equal to 0. So 2 2s are 4, right? And minus X is equal to 0. So X is equal to 4. So X is 4 and Y is 2 is the solution. So I can say 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2 is the solution. The same way, if you're doing graphically, you will get the graph. Let's see how we can do it. If you're doing graphically, there will be X and Y values. You just need 2 points, not more than that. So if you're having 2 points, it'll become X, Y. Let's see, let's put 0 in the first equation. What do we get? What is Y? If I put 0, Y is 5. If I put Y is equal to 0, what is X? I'm getting decimal value. So I'll not put Y is equal to 0. I'll put Y is equal to 1. If I'm putting Y is equal to 1, it'll become 20 minus 4, which will be 16, right? Okay, I'll just put Y is equal to 2, not 1. I'll put Y is equal to 2. If Y is 2, what is X? X will become 4 2s are 8. 20 minus 8 will become 12. So 4 3s are 12. So it is 4. So 0 comma 5 and 4 by 2. Now in the second equation, this is the second equation, right? 2Y minus X is equal to 0. If I put X is equal to 0, Y will become 0. If I put X is equal to 2, Y is equal to 1. Or if I put Y is equal to 1, X is equal to 2. So this is what you get, right? So after this, you can also try with 4 and 2, right? We know it works. So if you try with 4, it is working with the same, right? It will meet at the point 4 comma 2. Okay. So let's see the graph. So this will be the graph of the equation. We have 4 comma 2 as the answer and the solution. So next question, from a bus stand in Bangalore, we buy 2 tickets to Malleshwaram and 3 tickets to Yeshwanthpur. If the total cost is 46, we buy 3 tickets to Malleshwar and 5 tickets to Yeshwanthpur. The total cost is 74. So Malleshwaram will be X and Yeshwanthpur will be Y, right? The cost to Malleshwaram is X and the cost to Yeshwanthpur is Y. So we'll write the equation. So 2X plus 3Y is equal to 46. And we have the next equation will be 3X plus 5Y is equal to 74. Now we need to solve these two linear equations in two variables. We'll do elimination. So we need to make the coefficients same. So I'm multiplying with 3 in the first equation and 2 in the second equation. So when I multiply with 3 in the first equation, I will get 6X plus 9Y, and 2 with the second equation, I'll get 6X plus 10Y. And so 6X plus 9Y is equal to 3 into 46 is 138, and 74 into 2 will become 148. So this is the first and the second equation. Now what do we'll do? We'll do 2 minus 1. So when we do 2 minus 1, what will we get? So Y is equal to, it will become 10Y minus 9Y, which is equal to Y. 148 minus 138, which is 10. So Y is equal to 10. Substitute it back in the first equation. So 2X plus 3Y is equal to 46. 2X plus 3 into 10 plus is equal to 46, right? So 2x is equal to 46 minus 30. 46 minus 30 will become 16, and it'll be 16 by 2, which is 8. So the cost to Malaysian will be 8 and the cost to Yeshwanthpur will be 10. For which values of p does the pair of equation given below has unique solution? So what do we need for unique solution? It's very simple. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then it is a unique solution, right? So what happens to the line? The lines will intersect and you'll have one solution. Okay, intersecting lines that cross each other. That's how you have to remember. So we'll write it down. What is a1 by a2? a1 by a2 is 4 by 2, which is 4 by 2, and b1 by b2 is p by 2. Now we can solve it. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So 4 by 2 is not equal to p by 2. 2 cancels. 4 should not be equal to p. So it is true for all the solutions where p is not equal to 4. So p can take any value other than 4, right? So it will have a unique solution where all the values are possible, all the values of real numbers, and p should not be equal to 4. So I can write other than p is equal to 4, other than p is equal to 4, all the values of p gives unique solution, right? Values of p will give unique solution. That will be the answer. Okay. For what values of k will the following pair of linear equation have infinitely many solutions? For infinitely many solutions, we'll write a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, correct? This is when infinitely many solution happens. That means the lines will overlap, correct? So let's write the relation. So what is a1? K, and a2 is what? 12. So k by 12 is equal to 3 by, what is the next? K, right? So we'll have minus the whole k minus 3 by minus k. Be very careful of the negative signs. Now we'll use the first two sets, okay? K by 12 and 3 by k. So we'll multiply, we'll get k square is equal to 36, k is equal to plus or minus 6. We'll take the next two terms, and we have 3 by k and k minus 3 by k. So we'll cross multiply, we'll get 3k is equal to k into k minus 3. So there are two ways of doing this. One is you can cancel the k, or you can open the bracket. So let's try doing by opening the bracket first. So when you open the bracket, it will be 3k is equal to k into k is how much? K square minus 3k, correct? So let's open it. 3k is equal to k into k, which is k square minus 3 into k, right? Now what happens? We can rearrange them, right? So I'll write k square is equal to, or I can write k square minus 3k is equal to 0, right? So what happens now? So here will become k square minus 6k is equal to 0, or I can rearrange or I can group it, and I'll get k into k minus 6 is equal to 0. So we have, this will happen only when k is equal to 6 or when k is equal to 0. So 0 and 6 are the possible answers, correct? So plus 6 is the common answer in both. Now what if I do by cancellation? K and k will cancel. 3 is equal to k minus 3. K is equal to 6. So k is equal to 6 is the common answer. Both ways are right. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Here we have 2 by x and 3 by y, right? So 2 by x plus 3 by y is equal to 13 we have. We also have 5 by x minus 4 by y is equal to minus 2. So 1 by x I'll write it as a, and 1 by y I'll write it as b. Because here what is given, it's not a linear equation. Why? Linear means the degree should be 1. So we'll convert it to proper linear equation form, which is 1 by x is equal to a, 1 by y is equal to b. So we can easily solve them. Okay. So this will be 2a plus 3b is equal to 13. Then we have 5 by x minus 4y is equal to minus 2. So we'll write this as 5a plus minus 4b is equal to minus 2, right? So this is what we have. Now we need to eliminate, or you can do substitution and get the values of a and b. After getting the values of a and b, we'll get the values of x and y, right? So we'll first multiply with 5 in the first equation, 2 with the second equation. So we'll get 10a plus 15b is equal to 13 into 5. It will become 65, right? Then we have 2 into minus 2 will become minus 4. 5 into 2 is again 10, and we have minus 8b, right? So these are our answers. So we'll get, the answer will be 10a minus 8b is equal to minus 4. So we got these two equations. Now what do? We subtract. So the change of sign happens, and the answer will be 65 minus 4, which is 60. It is not minus 4, it will become plus 4, right? So it will become 65 plus 4, which will become 69. Now we have 15b minus 8b. Now minus sign changed and became plus. So 15 plus 8b. What is our answer? Our answer will be, so b is equal to 69 by 23. So b will become 3, right? So b is 3. So that means what? 1 by y is equal to 3, right? So I'll just get a first. What is a? Now 2a plus 3b is equal to 13. So put the value of b, which is 3 into 3, and 2a plus 3 into 3 is equal to 13. So 2a is equal to 13 minus 9, right? So it will become 13 minus 9 is 4. So 2a is equal to 4 and a is equal to 4 by 2, which is 2. So a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, correct? So now we'll substitute 1 by x is equal to a, 1 by y is equal to b, right? So 1 by x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, 1 by y is equal to 3, or 1 by y is equal to b. So 1 by y is equal to 3, y is equal to 1 by 3. So this is your answer. So we got the two answers. Now let's see, whatever type of question you get, try to represent it and form a linear equation. Okay, so we have this question as the next. We have 5 by x minus 1, 1 by y minus 2. Here this x minus 1 and y minus 2 is in the denominator and it is in the same form, right? So I'll write 1 by x minus y, or x minus 1 is equal to a, and I'll write 1 by y minus 2 is equal to b. So I got these two forms, right? So substitute it and you'll get the answer 5a plus 1b is equal to 2, and you will get 6a minus 3b is equal to 1. Perfect. Now how do I solve it? I have to multiply with 3 in the first equation. So when I do that, I'll get 15a plus 3b is equal to 6, right? Now we have 6a minus 3b as well. So I'll write 6a minus 3b is equal to 1. Now I just need to add, because different signs, same value, just add them. You will get 15a plus 6a, the sum will be 21a, and 6 plus 1 is 7. 3b and minus 3b will cancel, right? So 21a is equal to 7. So a is equal to 7 by 21. All right. Now I got a, right? A is equal to 1 by 3, correct? 7 by 21 simplified will be 1 by 3. Now substitute this 1 by 3, I'll get 1 by x minus 1 is equal to 1 by 3. I can solve it. But before that, we need to also find b, right? So we can look for b. Let's solve this. So 3 is equal to x minus 1, x is equal to 4. Done. We got x. Similarly, 1 by y minus 2 is equal to b. So let's get b, right? Substitute in the first, any of the easy equations. Okay, so smaller variable, smaller coefficient equations. Substitute and find the value of b. b is equal to 2 minus 5 by 3. So take the LCM, it will become 3 2s are 6, 6 minus 5 by 3. So it will become 6 minus 5 is 1. So 1 by 3 will be the answer. So 1 by 3 will be b, right? If b is 1 by 3, 1 by y minus 2 is equal to 1 by 3. So cross multiply, right? So 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by y minus 2, right? So 3 is equal to y minus 2. So y minus 2 is equal to 3, y is equal to 3 plus 2, which is 5. So y is 5 and x is 4. That's how you get the answer. Let's try the next question. A boat goes 30 km upstream, 44 km downstream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream. Determine the speed of the stream and that of the boat in still water. Now here, we need to understand the concept of speed. What is speed? The speed is distance by time. Speed, we say kilometer per hour, right? So it means distance by time. So we need to understand the concept of speed here. So we'll write speed is equal to distance by time, and let's understand the different versions of it, okay, based on time. So we'll write speed is equal to distance by time. Now what is time? So I can take the time to the other side and speed to this side. So what will I get? Time. Time is equal to distance by speed. So I'll just write d by s. Okay, so time is distance by speed. So time is equal to d by s. Remember this. Okay, now let's understand what is happening here. Let's say the speed of the boat is x and the speed of the stream or the speed of water, okay, that is y. So speed of boat is x and speed of water is y. So we have to write kilometer per hour. Okay, so it is x kilometer per hour and y kilometer per hour. Okay, now what is upstream and downstream? Let's understand that concept. So I'll just draw the figure so you get a better idea. So whenever we are traveling on boat, the water will be flowing in a direction, right? So when we are on a boat, let me just draw a boat. Yes, we have a boat. Okay. Now what is upstream? So let's say the stream of water is coming towards you. So the direction is towards you, right? And you're going against it, right? Towards the water. The water is coming towards you and you're going against it. So this is x minus y. This is upstream. Okay. So upstream means x minus y, right? X minus y will be upstream. What is downstream? So let's draw a similar boat there. Okay. So you're going along with the water, you're going downwards, right? The water will flow downwards. So it will become x plus y. Downstream is x plus y. The water is helping you push the boat as well a bit. So it is x plus y, right? You're going at x and the water is also in your direction, going in your direction. So that means it is x plus y. This is upstream and downstream. These are speeds. Okay. So now let's understand what did they give. Okay. Let's look into that. So remember the formulas. So let's start. Time is equal to distance by speed, right? So what is the time here? Total time in the first case is 10 hours. Okay, total time is 10 hours. So what is this 10 hours? That is, first we are traveling at a distance of 30 kilometer. Which direction? Upstream, right? So distance is 30 kilometer and the speed in the first scenario is S1, which is upstream. So it is x minus y, right? Upstream means x minus y. Now what about the next scenario? The next scenario is distance by speed will become what? D1 by S1, which is the time 1. So the time 1 will be 30 by x minus y. The same way I can use the same application. What is happening? 44 kilometer downstream. So the distance 2 will become 44 kilometers and we're going downstream. Okay. So speed 2 is what? Downstream. So x plus y. Okay. So d by s is time. So 44 by x plus y is equal to the time 2. So adding these two times together is 10. Got the idea? So I can write this as t1 plus t2 is 10. So 30 by x minus y plus 44 by x plus y is equal to 10. So this is the first equation. You have to simplify this. We also know 1 by x minus y is equal to a, 1 by x plus y is equal to b. So we'll write in the proper form, right? Here it is not linear equation. It is not linear. We have to convert it to linear, right? Making the degrees same. So how do we do it? We can write it as 30a plus 44b is equal to 10 hours. This is the first equation. Okay. So 30a plus 44b is equal to 10. Now, what about the second situation? It is 13 hours, right? 40 kilometer upstream. So 40 by x minus y plus, that is the time 1. What is the time 2? 55 by downstream, right? So 55 is distance by x plus y is equal to what? What is the time? The time is 13 hours, right? That is the total time. So I can rewrite it as 40a plus 55b is equal to 13. So now we got linear equation in two variables, right? So now we have linear equation in two variables, pair of linear equation, two variables. We can easily solve them. We can solve by substitution or elimination, but I would suggest using elimination here. Why? Because when we use no, not elimination, I would suggest substitution. Elimination should not be used. Why? Because it will make the numbers very big. There is high chance of making errors. Okay. So let's try to do substitution here. Okay. Now, when the numbers are very big, try to substitute. So I can write a is equal to 10 minus 44b by 30a. 30, right? So a is equal to 10 minus 44b by 30. And substitute this a in the second equation. So 40, the whole 10 minus 44b by 30, the whole into 55b is equal to 13. Now we can cancel the zeros there, right? 40 and 30, we'll cancel that. Now multiply throughout by 3. So the denominator 3 will go. We have done this before. So we'll multiply throughout by 3. So what would happen? 55b will become 55 into 3. Your answer will be 165b. 13 into 3 will become 39, right? Then we have 4 into 10 and minus 44 into 4b, right? So we'll write 4 into 10 is 40 minus 4 into 44b will become minus 176b. Now we have to arrange them in the correct order, just variables to one side, numbers to the other, right? So what is the answer? The answer will become 39 minus 39 minus 40, and you will get minus 11b here, right? So 39 minus 40 will become minus 1. B is 1 by 11. So you got the answer. Your B will be 1 by 11. Now what about A, right? We got B. What about A? Substitute back and get the answer you'll get for A. Let's get for A. So we have 30A plus 44B, right? It's not U, it's A. So 30A plus 44B is equal to 10, right? So B is what? 1 by 11, right? We substitute back, we get 1 by 11, so it is 4. Now we have 30A is equal to 10 minus 4, okay? 10 minus 4. So we'll get 30A is equal to 10 minus 4. What is 10 minus 4? It is 6, right? So 10 minus 4 by 30. So 6 by 30. What is 6 by 30? It'll be 1 by 5. So we got A as 1 by 5 and B as 1 by 11. So A is equal to 1 by x minus y and B is equal to 1 by x plus y. So we'll substitute the values. So what is A? 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by x minus y. 1 by B is what? 1 by 11, right? Yeah, 1 by 11 is equal to 1 by x plus y. Perfect. So this is what we have, right? Now we'll cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, we'll get 5 is equal to x minus y, or x minus y is equal to 5, and x plus y is equal to 11, right? So we have x minus y is equal to 5 and x plus y is equal to 11. We'll add them, the y will get cancelled. So we have 2x is equal to 16. So what is x? X is equal to 16 by 2, which is 8. So 8 km per hour is the speed of the boat. What is y? So 8 plus y is equal to 11. Y is equal to 11 minus 8, which is 3. Or you can write 5 is equal to 8 minus y. Y is equal to 8 minus 5, which is 3. 8 km will be the speed of the boat and 3 km will be the speed of the stream. Okay. So that's what we have. Now this is the end of this session of important questions. Please do the case-based questions as well as the quiz, and do the booklet which have been attached with this course. Okay. So go through it. If you have any doubts, you can post it in the discussion.